Takes off like a shot from a gun. Very nice.
It says stereo cassette written in cursive.
It is.
They don't write in cursive anymore on cars, do they, Chris?
Knows what cursive is. I'm proud that you know.
I was actually, you know what? I was the last year of second grade kids that learned cursive.
I know. It's so pathetic they took you out of it.
I know.
Should have kept you in it. Anyway, it's a cool car.
I'm ready, Freddie.
Hello, everybody. I'm Christopher, the guy behind the camera, as always, Jake the Snake, and this is Fast Lane Classic Cars. Jake, take it away. Oh, my Lord. Daughters. Hi everybody, I'm Christopher, the guy behind the camera is Jake the Snake, and this is Fast Lane Classic Cars. Jake, tell us things.
Let me tell you some things. We're 15 minutes outside St. Louis to the west in St. Charles, Missouri. I'm going to put the phone number above Stabile's head. Look, there it is. Remember it, write it down. Call us about this amazing brown Z28 or the other 150 or so cars we have at any given time. And also, 92% of you that come back and watch these are not subscribed. It makes me want to weep. I want to weep. It makes me sad.
Folks.
Please subscribe and hit the bell because it helps us out, and then you get notified when we make cool videos like this, and we make them all the time. But for now, Chris, tell us all about this Camaro.
I can tell you a lot about this Camaro because I owned one similar to this Camaro. This is a 1984 Camaro Z28 with a 5-liter 305 Chevrolet motor that put out 190 horse. Now you're probably saying to yourself, myself, that's not very fast. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't a fast car, but back in the day, it was fast because this had 373 rear gears on it because that's the way they ordered it. 190 horse with a 4-speed transmission. Overdrive is awfully nice, isn't it? And that was a big deal in the day too. I'll tell you a story about that when we drive. Anyway, this is it's a different kind because, well, it's got the brown, it doesn't have T-tops, it's got the beautiful wheels, it only has 39,000 original miles on it, and the interior is the wonderful cloth. Oh, it's wonderful. And it's got this beautiful hatchback with, you had to have rear window defogger. Because if you didn't have the defogger, you were in big trouble because it always fogged up back there. This also has this nice little...
Oh, the partition.
Yes, the partition. It kept all of your goodies back there. Since this doesn't have T-tops, this has got this lovely little area here that opens up.
There's the floor mats, the rubber ones.
Storage au plenty.
Nicely carpeted back there.
Yeah, this car's actually been kept in a very, very good place. Look at the paint. Look at the brown.
I know, and the stripe package that goes along the bottom. Very cool. The wheels.
Love this car.
The gold wheels are awesome. You got the black inlays on the hood that just make it look very cool.
We got power seats.
Do we really?
Well, I do. You don't. But I do, and that's important to me. And it's also got it's got a lot of cool options, and we'll go over it when we're driving, Jake. Should I start the car now?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Very smooth.
It's a very smooth car.
Sounds good too.
Let's put these windows up.
Let's do it. Oh yeah, they're electronical. Do mine real quick. I want to watch it.
Ready? Here we go.
They're not fast, ladies and gentlemen.
We're not in a race.
But believe it or not, that's as fast as they've ever gone.
That's easily.
Because I had the next generation of these Camaros, and the doors are so long and the glass is so heavy that's just how fast the windows are.
That's just what they did back in the day.
Yep, so they actually work perfect.
So the neat thing about this car, in 1984, we were considering going to the metric system. Really? That's right, people, the metric system.
Communists.
So, I know, it was a little strange. So the speedometer over here that Jake's going to show you has got both sets.
It's got two needles. One goes the metric way, one goes the standard way.
It's very true.
Very cool. You also have a tack in here.
We do.
Didn't know that. You also got all the other gauges you would ever need.
Ever need, ever want.
Over in front of the driver, you got Z28 5-liter HO. there on the dash. Let you know it was fast.
It's got this stuff right
All
here.
right. Yeah. Duration. Is that your trip?
You can do your tripometer. You've got that. Your little light. Ooh, it's a map light. You got your. You can put your sunglasses here. And this little bad boy comes out, and it's a little flashlight.
No way.
You got to get the little. I have to go find the
battery
that fits in it, and I will because it's that cool.
I never knew that.
I know. There's a lot of weird
portable
things.
flashlight.
It was. The 80s were kind of a cool era. You had Reagan in there. You had all kinds of stuff going on, and this was kind of new. It was all like really.
Yeah, there was a wall in Germany. It was a weird time.
I know, and then Mr. Gorbachev tear down that wall.
Absolutely. One more car, and I think we can. We're getting toward the rush hour part of the day, so. All right, I think we got a gap now though. But yeah, you got the digital clock down there.
Those are huge.
And a cassette player, really?
Yes, and then you moved it forward and this way to make it go forward and reverse.
Oh, you could reverse the cassette. That is
yes.
Incredible technology. Your
know.
air conditioning controls, yes, we have air conditioning. Look at that.
Rear window defogger, the most important part
Rear
of this
window
car.
defogger, and we didn't talk about this because we haven't had a car today. Well, the Mustang did, but they had one of these.
Right.
This is a cigarette lighter in case you want to take up smoking. But don't smoke, kids. Smoke tires, not cigarettes. And this actually has probably the rear gear to maybe do a little burnout.
Little 373 rear gearage.
We're not going to do one.
I love that. No.
But it could do one probably. It's
Easily.
got a big old V8 in the front. You also have your automatic shifter, and it looks like a baseball on top of it. It's stitched like a baseball.
It is.
It's black though, very cool. And then there's your power window buttons and your electric latch. You can pop it.
You can pop it
From
Don't
up
pop
here.
It while still driving.
You can pop it and lock it.
The biggest thing that we all worried about back then was if we're not going over 50 miles an hour, should we put it in overdrive or should we just put it in drive? There was no wrong answer there. You can do whatever you wanted. The car was smart enough to know. I always left it in overdrive. And it did get pretty darn good gas mileage because you weren't winning races in this thing.
Yeah, it wasn't the fastest car on God's green earth back then.
No, it wasn't.
But you know what? It still sounded cool. It still looked cool because it's still a Camaro.
There's your lights underneath.
Oh, wait. Do that again. Oh, you can turn on the floor lights down there.
Isn't that something?
The old
twist the old light switch.
That's very cool.
And then the auto dimmer. Oh, that wasn't an auto dimmer, but you could dim the lights here for the back. You really can't tell because it's summertime. It's light out.
You can tell a little bit.
Tell a little bit. But it was just, these were nice, fun cars. You could have a good time in it.
And it's probably pretty rare to find one with only 39,000 original miles.
I would imagine.
And everything is functioning. Oh, tilt that wheel.
Tilt it.
Look at that.
I mean, I don't think they ever tilted it because it feels tight like a toy gun.
Yeah, tilty wheel and a good horn. And we also have back seats.
Oh, yeah.
For insurance purposes.
That's true.
The leg room back there is minimal at best. If you have a small child, maybe they'll go back there.
Very small.
But yeah, you're not going to fit any adult humans unless you got Lieutenant Dan riding with you.
Look how Lieutenant Dan. Look how nice his dashboard is.
Yeah, look at it. How many cracks are in this dashboard?
0.
0. Yeah, 0% cracks in this dashboard. It's in great condition.
It's
crackless. The hell? Oh, it's soft. It's like memory foam still.
It does. It's all original stuff in this car.
I don't think I even see a stain on it. If I'm being honest, it's not drooping anywhere. The carpet too, you saw it in the trunk, even up here where people's feet are, it's not really stained anywhere
at all.
We gave it a good clean too. I mean, the detail guys know what they're doing.
They do.
But ERS, we also have, what does that say?
That's for their
extended range sound system.
Yeah, we'll get a copyright struck for that one. But
yeah, we got a good sound system too.
This was great. I mean, you had your treble and your bass, and
oh, power antenna!
You just made it happen. You just made the power antenna happen.
Look at that, when you turn the radio on.
Oh, it's getting a little foggy back there in the rear window, so I'm just going to turn on my rear window defogger.
Look at that.
Isn't that something?
This is weird. You know, bounding into the modern age with this thing. Dude.
We're heading there. It's definitely not the 70s.
Evolution is finally taking place back in 1984, and we started using our brains for good.
Yes.
With electric antennas, with power antennas, and then the rear window defogger and all the dimming lights and everything.
Other than no T-tops, this was pretty much the height of the 1984 Camaro.
My car is 4 years newer than this. It's an 88. This has a lot more options than my car had.
It's cool the way
but mine's also a Honda. Chevrolet was... They were putting a lot of stuff in their cars.
Yes, they were. In 1985, Chevy changed this motor option. You could get a 305, but you could get tuned port injection. That was your big upgrade in 85. And in 86, same. Then 87 introduced the 5.7. But for right now, we got the 5-liter and we got a bean.
Let's see a bean test.
Love this car.
Give it the, oh, it skirted the tires a bit there. Oh, that rear gear really helps.
It really does.
It's actually moving pretty good. Oh,
it just
wow, it
shifts nice.
sounds good too.
Man, it's a nice car. Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, that rear gear makes it feel a lot faster than some of the ones we've driven with like 273 gears in the back.
That's
and
for
whatnot.
sure. That is for sure.
Yeah, this is better.
This is just a great car. It's really, I have a personal place for this car in my heart. I love them. I like the Camaros.
I love
like
third gen Camaros.
Trans Ams.
I think they're kind of overlooked sometimes. I think they look very cool. I think they're also overlooked because, again, they're not the fastest generation. The fuel crisis really strangled these things, especially through the 80s. But you know what? They're still a fun car. And this one,
I love it.
Starts right up. Just take it to shows, man. It looks good. It's going to work. I mean,
that's the thing. It's a 305. It's a pretty based motor.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It is a good
It's
time.
a good old-fashioned good time.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. You want to do
All
some
right.
flybys?
Let's do it.
She's yelling something.
Takes off like a shot from a gun. Very nice. Very nice. Taillights work great. Man, looks good, sounds good.
Oh,
You're
You
pleasantly
know,
surprised,
this
aren't
thing
you?
really is a good car. Yeah, I am pleasantly surprised. That rear gear does wonders for this car. That little bit
certainly
higher
does.
rear gear, but you still have plenty of speeds in overdrive to cruise on the highway without it, screaming. And I love the speedometer. The needles kind of like move in sequence.
I know.
But one of them's moving slower than the other. But yeah, this is
great.
awesome. We got half a tank of gas. We could rule the world. But yeah, the clock works. We got a cassette player for goodness sakes. And it says stereo cassette written in cursive.
It is.
They don't write in cursive anymore in cars,
Nobody
do they,
knows
Chris?
what cursive is. I'm proud that you know.
I was actually, you know what? I was the last year of second grade kids that learned cursive.
I know. So pathetic they took you out of it.
I know.
Should have kept you in it. Anyway, it's a cool car.
You ready to go back?
Let's do it.
Let's go.